What's up? This is Kristen from Flyleaf, and you're watching Typical Video Girls.
Hey, this is Shay from Typical Video Girls, and we're here with Kristen from Flyleaf. How's it going so far?
It's going great. Thanks for having me.
How's touring? I mean, you just came out with your new album in 2014, right?
Yeah, we did.
First tour with that new album, right?
No, it's our third tour with this new album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we released the album in October of 2014, and we went on a tour for about 6 weeks then, and then before this Revolver tour, we did Snowcore. So, yeah, while most people were not touring, we were.
Yeah.
You know, Snowcore is kind of designed that way, you know, to get people out, you know, even when it's wintertime and there's snow piling up in Buffalo, New York. We went there, and it was negative 15 degrees, not wind chill, just regular temperatures. So, yeah.
You were telling me before you've seen Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
You know what real cold is up there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Kansas City, and so Chicago was, you know, the closest city that felt like a big city, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we would drive, you know, 8 hours. Before I started touring, that was kind of where we went to get the big city vibe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a crazy city to be in, so.
I love it,
You get to see the best and worst of everything over there.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And speaking of the tour right now, this is for, you know, the leading ladies of metal music, and what does that mean to you, being a leading lady?
I think it's awesome, man. I think it's really cool, you know, to be able to headline a tour like this. You know, I've played music for about 15 years, and it's always been with guys, you know, for the most part. Every now and again, I'll collaborate with my girlfriends, but I've never had the chance to do a full tour where there's all female-fronted acts. So it's been great so far. I mean, everybody's bringing their talent, you know, to the table, so it's awesome.
And is there something different from this tour than your any other ones, aside from, you know, being an all-girl set list? Is there something different that you could feel off of this?
I don't know. I just feel like really good. I think all the girls bring something different, which is cool, you know, because I mean, there's plenty of tours where there's males, a bunch of males that are, you know, the leads, and nobody's calling it the dudes tour or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's a little sexist, you know, to kind of point it out in that way. But I think what's cool is that each female artist has something cool and different to bring. You know, there's the Agonist, who's metal. You know, there's Diamante, who's really fun and brings a party. Fit for Rivals, they're from Jacksonville. They played with us on Snowcore, and Renee is incredible. She's like Joan Jett, but like more badass, and if that can be more badass than Joan Jett. And Falling for Scarlet, great too. So yeah, I'm really digging it. You know, we're only this is the fourth night in, so I'm still kind of getting to hear sound checks and catch a little bit of sets and stuff in and out of what my daily schedule is. So it's been great.
That's awesome, man. Speaking of change too, you're new to Flyleaf, and before that you were in Vidara. Was there anything from Vidara that you took into Flyleaf, or were you trying to reinvent yourself and make a totally different sound?
I don't think I was trying to reinvent myself. You know, I think first and foremost, I'm a songwriter. I'm also a performer. You know, in Vidara we toured for 7 years, so that's certainly a part of my expression as an artist. But I don't know. I think certainly when I joined Flyleaf, they are a bit heavier, you know, and they focus more on the rock side of things. So there was that. But, you know, same way that I wrote for Vidara, where I wrote with piano or guitar, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, whatever, we do that in Flyleaf as well. But then we just jam it out with the full band, and then it kind of escalates and turns into more of this kind of rock kind of anthem.
And you know, Flyleaf, they've always been categorized in Christian rock. And how important is Christian rock to you? Or are you trying to sway away from that, or are you just trying to be a band that's also Christian? Christian band.
You know, I don't think we're trying to fit in any stereotype or label, actually. I think sometimes when you do that, you kind of close yourself off to other things. So I know all the guys in the band, you know, and we all are Christians, but our faith is actually manifested in a lot of different ways. You know, we don't all have the same exact beliefs on everything, and I know Samir was saying the other day that they used to play a lot of Christian shows, and then they got signed to a major and just started to play, you know, more
Whatever they
regular
wanted.
shows or whatever you want to call that, secular shows. And yeah, I think it just kind of evolved. And I know me, how I look at music is I feel like it should be for everyone. So I wouldn't want to, only play Christian market, because then I feel like not everyone would hear the music.
You don't want to segregate the demographic.
Yeah.
Crowd. Yeah. And is there a favorite song off your album? My favorite is "Set Me on Fire."
Oh,
Personally,
cool,
and
man.
"Thread."
Right on. I dig it. Yeah, those are our 2 first singles, so
And
I'm
how'd you shoot
glad.
that music video? I was watching that the other day. And
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just crazy. The lighting was insane. There's fire out of nowhere. I don't know how you produced that. It was
Yeah, we worked with this guy named Noel Maitland out of LA, and he's really talented. We even did it on a pretty small budget, but he had just so many ideas. Some things, there were actually trees in there, behind.
There were real trees?
Real trees behind the, screen that we put up. And then they lit a bunch of candles, so that there was real fire at times, but then there was also a little bit of like CG and a little bit of like projections. He used a lot of different like projections and lighting and stuff. And honestly, I couldn't tell you everything he did, because that's kind of the magic of hiring a director who knows what they're doing. And so, yeah, we wanted something that showed what we did live, pretty much a performance piece, but we wanted it to be, beautiful and kind of aggressive, but also beautiful.
Something aesthetically pleasing, right?
Yeah.
And to go along with the words too.
Yeah.
I mean, when I listened to the song, I thought it was figure of speech. I didn't think there would be like real fire in there.
Yeah, I know, it is
caught
kind
me
of
off guard.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I didn't write the song. I didn't want about someone really setting me on fire. It is about, igniting the passion inside of you and figuring out kind of what you were made for and falling in love and stuff like that. But yeah. And so at first, honestly, I was a little bit, when they mentioned fire, I thought, is that going to be hokey? Is that going to be kind of cheesy? But I think he did it really well. So.
And you wrote most of the music for your album, right?
Yeah, we all collaborated. It really depends on the song that you ask me about. I mean, songs like Head Underwater and Sober Serenade I had finished,
What about Magnetic?
Magnetic was
I like
quite
the
a
lyrics of that
collaboration.
one. It was
cool.
really, really, I guess it was probably one of your more relatable songs, because you can use that in any situation. So
Yeah.
were you like in a certain place in time when you were writing that? Were you going through something?
Well, that song, Magnetic, I'd actually sometimes I just think of words or phrases or something like that, and I just thought of magnetic and what that is when you feel attracted to someone, even when you're far away from them, know. And for me, it has a lot to do with my relationship with my husband. We've been, together for 11 years, married for 8, and we used to play in a band together, and this is in Vedera, yeah. And so this is the first time that I've really been away from him, and so this, I've been in the band now for about 2.5 years, and we've toured a decent amount of it, and so I just started to experience that feeling of really being away from him, but feeling still connected, and how incredible that is that we can have that with each other as humans, this like spiritual connection where even when you're far away, you can feel really close if you have that deep bond. And so that's really what Magnetic is about, feeling connected to someone. Or some people take it as being connected to the universe or God or whatever. But that's what I want to write the lyrics about. I want them to be open enough to where you make it your own, man. You know what I mean? That's how I like to write.
Okay. And what was your most funniest experience on tour? Or just since you've been a part of music in general?
Oh, I don't know.
Funniest, saddest, and scariest.
Funniest, saddest, and scariest.
Yeah.
I think funny, I mean, it's pretty great. We have Kirby, our tour manager's son, come on the road with us, and he's just turned 5, but he's kind of like almost 12. He's really smart and really hilarious, and so I pretty much just laugh at him all the time because he's making up different songs, or he's just, how kids are, they just don't have that filter, so they'll just say whatever they want. And of course, I'm blanking on a specific story, but he's just hilarious. I think saddest for me, but also very meaningful, was when my band Vedera was recording for our album Stages. We got to record in a room that Jeff Buckley had recorded in, and he's one of my inspirations and one of my idols. And so just thinking about him, as we were recording and stuff, and drawing inspiration from him, but also feeling, just really sad that he couldn't really, I mean, he has quite a legacy, but he
Yeah.
only could put out a couple albums. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been pretty incredible for him to have done more. And so, yeah, I'd say that could be saddest.
And I want to thank you for your time. I know you're really busy, and you're about to go up and do sound check or meet and greet.
Yeah, meet and greet.
Oh, okay, cool. And I appreciate your time, and thank you again. And this is Typical Video Girls
Yeah.
with Flyleaf.
Thank you.